Hello everyone. I'm going to the other side today. I don't know if that is actually better or worse. The problem is putting the camera sometimes is a little bit tricky where to actually put it because the screen in No Man's Sky contains so much information and I really don't want to take away that space, but I also want to show my face so you can see it's actually me sitting here being stupid when playing, or not, depending on what you think is the right or the wrong approach. I'm Eldoran, and this is No Man's Sky, and we are in the Hesperius dimension. It would be the 1, 2, 3, 4th galaxy and it's not the worst galaxy to travel around in, so I'm actually not too badly mannered around that. Last time I had to do a lot of cleaning up after the stream, and I had a lot of things hanging around because we did a derelict freighter, and I got a lot of crap. But before I do anything, I'm going to show you a couple of things that you can refine to become nanites. So I'm not actually going to do it, I'm just going to show you. Well, I'm going to do a few of each of them. So I don't have anything on me which I believe can become nanites. So what I did was I put certain things aside. So one thing, no, I'm going to put them in on the freighter. Everything I'm going to look at. It's not everything I actually know what it can become, but I just thought it might be worth having a look. I moved all these over in their own container space. I bought all the containers I could actually get. So I have filled that up now, then I don't have to sit and try to find space for those things. So I put some things in the freighter, and I'm going into the refiner to see if that will work and become nanites. So platinum, I know that can. And that means 35 platinum will become 1 nanite. So it's quite expensive because it's 505 units per platinum, and 35 times 500. It's a good lump of coins. So that I would not do. And the thing is, I don't really do these, but if you really need nanites, you can farm for some of these things. Someone told me, no, that becomes a living slime. each of these become 50 living slime. Living slime become then mold and runaway mold, and then it can become nanite. So it can go down that route as well, and you can use them. Again, I'm not sure I would do that. The next one is stone crystals. They cannot. Okay, that's fine. I'm happy they can't, to be honest. Someone told me they could, and I was not sure because I haven't checked it myself, and it's the same with the Gravitino balls. I just want to see if that was true. That's the problem sometimes when you read things in places you are not sure of. So, tainted metal is one of the things I got on the freighter I was on, and that can become nanites. One tainted metal become 2 nanites. So this is actually a good bargain. Tainted metal is 380 a piece. So that's way cheaper. So you actually pay 190 for each nanite. So that is quite a good bargain. So that was one of the big lumps I got out of the freighter on Thursday. That was the tainted metal. And I knew that could become nanites. I didn't remember the ratio, but one tainted metal become 2 nanites. I'll take that. It's quite a good bargain, to be honest. So please let me know if there's any problems with picture or audio. I can see my picture is on top of that. Oh God, I'm not sure where I should put myself. Maybe I should sit there in the top. I don't know. Let me know if that works or not. I'd rather not be out of the picture here because things are going on all over the screen in this game. Maybe I should just go away. So I said I was not going to do it, but well, this one I'd rather do it and then keep the slot open for something else. But it is all about trying out the different things you can do in the game so you guys can see, even though it's not something I normally do a lot of, but the thing is I don't want to pay those a lot of money to do the freighters, and unless I get rewards which gives me either a freighter or missions to find them, then I really don't want to spend 10 million coins on the next one and so on, because it becomes quickly more than you get out of it. I did get a storage slot for my freighter, and that's okay, but it's not worth on its own the 5 million. All in all, what I got out of it was fine, but it's not something I want to be doing a lot of. So just putting the things back from the freighter. It is. I normally don't use these kind of things for nanites. Again, I have the same approach with nanites as I have with coins. They come. I'm not chasing nanites, but I still have quite a lot. So I get what I get when I get, and that's pretty much how it goes. So let's see what our frigate has brought home for us, because that's one thing I know gives quite a lump sum of coins every time. Depending on if it's a short or long, this is a medium, so that would be around 2 million coins, I would guess. Maybe more, maybe less, but around that. Bromide salt, thermic condensate, coax casing, units, chromatic metal, units, coax casing, and that's it. So, hello Antipod, how are you? 1.5 million, so it was a little bit less than I expected, but that is again, it's up and down, but there is good runs and there's less good runs, and it's always how it is. These go for the starship, they need to be sold. So how are we in Sicily today? It's not warm here either. They talk about we might get snow on Tuesday, I think it is, but that's how it is. It's been around 5 degrees most of the day, so yeah. No, it's fine. I mean, as long as the problem is when it starts getting windy, because cold on its own is not a problem, because you put a coat on and maybe a jumper and stay warm, that's fine. But when the wind start going in everywhere and find little holes in your clothing and blow in there, then it can be horrible, I would say. I find the snow landscapes very, very beautiful when it's just been snowing and you come out and everything is quiet because of the snow. Yeah, especially near the sea, it can be very, very windy. Last summer we went to a summer holiday in Devon, which was almost down at Cornwall, in that tip down there. And it was just before the high season. We went down to get the dinner in a harbour town. It was so windy and it was horrible. It can be, because the country is relatively flat. or it hits those valleys which goes between the hills and then accelerate the wind. It can do that as well. I'm living in what's called the Thames Valley, which is the Thames is the river which goes into that I don't know what it's called, but it must be one of the 5 peaks up in the Peak District. They are not overly high. I'm afraid you have to Google that. I'm not into mountains in Britain. I know more about the European mountains. I used to go on holiday many times to Austria, so okay, so it's not even one of the 5 peaks in the Peak District. No, I used to love Austria. Well, I still do, but it's not so straightforward now. I used to go camping. That it's become very expensive doing that. Yeah. Yeah. Mount Etna. Can you see it from where you live? I didn't even pay attention to what I got on this mission, but I was more interested in the mountains. Yeah, yeah. Edna is a tricky lady. She erupts from time to time, which is a little bit scary, isn't it? Or do you get used to it? I guess it's not good to be blind in Sicily then. But I mean, though I do know it's pretty visible from most of the island, so which is it's a great thing. And I noticed that with the volcanoes very often you can actually see. Yeah, no. But volcanoes is always very dominant in the landscape in a weird way, and you notice them in a whole other way than just mountains, I find. I'm hearing voices. I'm going mad, I think. I think my dog was eating something out in the hallway. Oh yeah, I could imagine that. There's always certain things when you see them, then you know I'm almost home. It's always nice Traveling is lovely, but sometimes the best part is coming home. Home to your own bed, home to your own house. I love being away, but I also love coming back home. So that was a good lump of coins from these missions, and a little bit of different things. Not really interesting things today, but that's okay. I mean, we have a storage slot we should put in. Did I actually have? No, I put that away as well. Why am I carrying that around? That's a good question. So those go to sell. I have a lot of stuff to sell, but I don't want to sell it too cheaply. Yeah. Ah, that's true. That is very true. It's very good to have landmarks like that. So, then let's see what missions we have. So 2 combat patrols, which both are 3-star. That's a little bit of a shame because we can only go on 1. We don't have enough for two of them, unless I cheat a little bit, but then we might not have them as 3-stars. So we could actually see if we could do both. We get 5 stars out of it. That is fine. What is about the other one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it comes high over 100. 100 is the magical number, so you hire them. You can have up to 30, and they come in different types. If you noticed, I used combat ships for these 2. Industrial, it would be, they are called industrial. There's some called exploration, trade, and support. So you need in those 30, you need to have the different types. So you have, but it's always good to have at least roughly 5 of each. Trade and combat a little bit more, but you take them when you have the freighter and you come into a new system and see there's freighters there. If you fly close to them, yes, you do have to pay them. And I can't even show you because I have full, so I won't get any up. But they will offer their services for money. And then you can decide whether you want it or not. The cheapest ones, which is C class, they will cost between 1.6 and 2 million coins, and then it goes up. But you really only need C class because they gain experience whatever they do. So that's another reason to have some money. So money is important because if you want everything, but you get a green symbol up when you fly close to them, which looks like, well, I don't know how can I show it. No, I would have to go on another account to another save to actually show that. But when you get close to a freighter, you will get up some green symbols while you're out in space, and when you get close to them, they will contact you by radio. So that's how you talk to them, and they will say, "Ah, you need a new ship in your fleet," and then you look at their ship, and if it looks like something you could use, and you need to take notes of what type it is, how many you have. But if you're patient, then I one day can log on one account where I don't have them and then show how it's done. If you are getting stuck with that. I mean, I don't mind showing, but I can't on this one because I have all 30. I was greedy and I wanted them all. That's how I play. I need it all now. I get it as it comes, but it did come quite quickly. Otherwise, what I can do, I can actually find in my streams where I did it and make a little video and upload. That might actually be a better option. For some reason I didn't hand that in. That was weird. Nothing here which is worth anything for us. Just need to quickly check if there is anything we can sell, because we have a lot to sell. Those are good. And the rest are not good. Okay. But that's how it is. Yeah, no, I don't mind that. It's actually good to make a few videos on how to actually do things, because showing and seeing how it's done is kind of easier sometimes than explaining it. And normally I wouldn't mind showing it, but I can't. Then I should sack one of my ships and go and find another one, but it's not always that easy. But Madonna mia. That was not what I wanted to do, but I'm not the first one who has done it, and I won't be the last one. When you turn around the opening to the space station, it will suck you in sometimes. Yeah, well, I thought I was better, but you can see here, there is freighters. You see there's 3 freighters, that's the big ones. And all the small ones is potential frigates, which some of them will let you hire. So normally you would go close to them, press your C button or whatever you scan with if you're on yeah. And then some of them will come up with a little green icon like a ship on, and you fly towards them, and then they will contact you by radio, and then you can inspect them. You see that freighter there actually invite me on board, so that means if I want, I could buy his ship. I don't know if I want. And always go for the icon. That's actually where the landing, the garage is. So this is not my freighter. It's someone else's. So it's a B freighter, which is technically better than the one we have. But practical it's not, because we have a lot of slots in ours, so it wouldn't be better. But then you go up and talk to them, but that's not the frigate, it's the freighter. And he will offer to buy his freighter, then you can compare them, and you can see this one is actually only worth 13 millions. Ours is 195 million. So I do not want to exchange it. Technically it's better, but practical it's not. So with these things, it doesn't really matter what the letters are. It's what you feel about it. You will not need an S-class freighter, but of course if one comes along and it looks fine, then I might be tempted. But you can also find ships in freighters and people to trade with, like in space stations. It's not common to find rare ships. Hello Lasikos, how are you today? Yeah, that's I know what you're saying, but it's never been like that. I kind of agree, but it's yeah, buy a better ship and get money for it. That wouldn't be bad, but that's not really. It's not in the game. So for some reason it looks like it is a spike we have to go on, but it's not. But it is like that with all kind of trading games, really, because if you have a dynamic trade culture, then prices would fluctuate, and it would be the same on ships. You kind of don't have to buy it. Well, the problem is the more you put on a ship, the more value it gets. So if you put everything on, it would be much more worth than anything you can buy. So you could say I have been a little bit stupid putting it on, but on the other hand, I rather want to have the things so I can use them instead of maybe waiting a very long time for it. Does that make sense? A C class. I would say my stance is very often it's only in-game currency. So if I'm tempted to buy something, yeah, but, oh shit, that's how it is. And you will probably prep a little bit yourself so you don't waste too much money. Ah. At least some of it was good here. So what's behind door number 2? Is there something we can use, or is it just plants? Oh, it's one of those. I don't have what is needed here. The recipe for the remembrance you get from following the atlas part, which I haven't done. So I'll have to wait. I will do it at some point, but it's actually not particularly interesting. Oh dear. Technology, aggression, flight and repair. Oh, seem repair. That didn't really work out. There's a traveler. So if we wanted to find his grave, we could, but we don't need glyphs. We have them all. Purchase must be trade word. Oh dear. Well, no, Antipod, I do agree with you that it should kind of pay the difference. Nothing here I want to do. No useful rewards. Well, the only one which was useful was too high level for me. So 60,000 coins for doing nothing. That's the best way of getting coins, if you ask me. So nothing here I really could. Look, oh, we can go and farm some of the tritium while we are here. It's a very boring planet. That friendly ship was very close. I don't know if he was trying to scare me away from the asteroids. I have been attacked by friendly ships sometimes. I don't know if I by mistake have hit them or they wanted for themselves. It sounds a little bit like EVE Online. Then there you can actually be fighting with other players about asteroid belts, especially in some systems. They might try to kill you if you farm stuff in area they perceive as theirs. There's only 3 planets and a moon. I can see the moon should be down there somewhere. It's actually hidden behind that planet. Do we want to know what's on it? I am curious, especially when I can't see it, then it could be interesting. No, I have to make sure I farm tritium for the frigate mission. Because otherwise I can't send them out. If I can't send them out, I don't get any rewards. Barren moon, cactus flesh, copper part. Cactus flesh is actually quite good to get a good stock of if you want to produce things. It does go on some of the more lucrative things you can produce. It has to be relatively dry, warm planets to have cacti on. I don't know why I went out of that. Well, that was a good place I came in because there is a batch of them there. Temperature 21 degrees. Need to do some scanning, so we at least get some coins in on that account. That's a building, and we can look at that afterwards. Flying worms. Not sure I like them, but they've never done me any harm, so. I'm not sure what animal that is. It looks rather peculiar. Let's see. I knew it. The green ooze gives it away, those poisonous, hazardous plants. It's funny, it's a barren planet. I have seen places in America which looks more barren than this. I'm a little bit intrigued with that animal. uh. Oh dear. This is one of the more peculiar animals I've seen. But again, that is what makes this game so amazing, because you can run into, well, something which looks like things you know from your day-to-day almost, to the absolute bizarre. And I personally feel that that's probably how it would be if you came out in space and ended up on a planet somewhere far, far from home. It might be something you would perceive as being very bizarre. I mean, just for the sake of argument, if someone came from a planet far, far away to Earth, how would they look at things like elephants, horses? Other animals? Tigers? So it's one of those fantastic abandoned buildings. That was what I was trying to find Thursday, and I kept getting distress signals. So I ended up scrapping for, I don't know, between 10 and 20 million coins instead of doing a simple mission to kill some animals. That's how it goes sometimes. So, do we need anything here? Not really, but I'm always curious at actually seeing what's inside the building. Is there something we can use? Sometimes there is a little bit we can collect. Could collect the whispering eggs, but I feel it's a little bit too much work from what we get out of it. A lot of gooish things hanging around, but I can't see any dangerous one. And we get between 130 and 150, or 120 and 150 nanites from one of these. It's worth taking them, but Unfortunately, there's no storyline in them at this point. You get to a certain point and then it's kind of gone, which I find a little bit of shame. It would be interesting. They could have put some more other things in. It didn't need to be, but it could be some breadcrumbs. You need to find something to, and then it would give you something, or whatever it is. But it takes so little to make people happy. So that's it. Kind of got what I came for on this planet, so nothing more really. Two, three planets on the display. One of them we haven't scanned. Must be that one. It looks cold. Well, he got a price on his head, so I put on my bounty on the cap. Take the 200,000 on his head. Plus 3 in standing, that's not bad. Got a suspicious package. I find it's important to actually unpack them, because if you don't, you end up with you might be scanned at some point, and the authorities might attack you or demand that you hand over whatever you have, and then they might attack you anyway. They did that with me, so yeah. Pardon me a second, I need to close the door. My dog don't understand that doors is not to bang open. Yeah, you can go and lay in the window. Yeah, go and lay in the window, girl. Come. Go over there. No, you cannot get on my lap. No, you're too big for that. You're too big for that. Come on, come. No, don't do that. Don't do that. No. I was thinking she should be stream dog today, but no, she's not cooperating to get up on my lap. But now you want. You're too big for that, girl. Come on. Come on. You're going to be stream dog now, yeah. Come. Yeah. See. And look this way. Yeah. See? Now you're the stream dog. Yeah. Now the whole world can see you. Yeah. Oh. Okay, jump down again, girl. You can jump down again, yeah. Well, the rest of the stream will be conducted as meet Arya, our little girl here. You will sometimes hear her barking in the background, and yeah. No, it's not cuddle time now, girl. No, go and lay in the window. Yeah. Oh, it's playtime now. So yeah, that was my little girl, which sometimes can be a little bit noisy in the background, but that's one of the things when you have dogs or cats for that matter, because they sometimes talk with you. She doesn't always understand. I'm not talking to her, but well, why are you talking? You're here all alone. And she's sitting looking at me like, you didn't just say that, did you? But she is a little bit big to be a lap dog. So, it looks very green here. Is it a green sun? I actually didn't check that, but it's a B class, so that might actually be green. So, taking the normal little tour around. This is a co-work station. Not that that matters a lot. An A class with a lot of slots. That's not a bad one. It's actually a real good one. So what is he exposing me to? Oh well, that is I don't really think I want to be judged by electronic life forms. So these can be sold good. The more I sell, the more space I have. I'm a little bit unhappy. These are all in red. Oof. But at some point we will find a place, we will pay for them, and then we'll get the money for them. Door number 2 is a hydroponic bay. That's not only interesting. I'm not farming the carbon. That's one of these. Get a word. Life. Life is good. That turned into a commercial by LG. There's another traveler. There's a lot of travelers in this system, and the weirdest thing is that if you have to get this far, it takes a long time if you do it at conventional means. Then the travelers is very late in the game. I have an indication. Oh, that's weird. Nah, never mind. No, it's very late the travelers come. Most people would have all the glyphs when they leave the first galaxy. Blueprints must be technology. Not that I got anything out of it, but oh well, you can't always get. It's impossible. Storage, 1 sentinel. Oh, I'm taking it. Warp. That I would actually like to do, but I am mainly doing missions which give me beneficial loot, so to speak. Coins and nanites is secondary. I can earn that everywhere. So doing missions, I'd rather get something which is really beneficial. For instance, storage augmentation. Which saves me a lot of coins. And I have a lot of ships, so which I would like to build out. So now I have to go and find a sentinel port. I guess you don't want to show me where I can go and find it? That would make it way too easy, wouldn't it? So it's not a green sun, it's a blue sun. Okay. So I will have to find something with sentinels on. Or there's two there. One is I really don't want aggressive. So So I wonder if I could find either a manufacturing plant or depot. Was there a mission for a depot? That might be more interesting. You see, doing those kind of missions, it's better you find the battleground you would prefer than just randomizing it, because that could be nasty. So now it tells me where that is, so then I don't have to go and look for it. Sometimes work smart is better than working hard. At least if it's possible. So, and it's actually on the planet which doesn't have extra. So that is really good. It's a big lump of something. Looks like a very big deposit of something. I'm kind of curious. Uranium. Okay. That's very practical. You can use that for a couple of things. So it wasn't so big as it looked. Okay. It's fine. Not complaining much. So it wants me to go that way. Yeah, I had a feeling. That was where the marker was from space as well. So. It's a radioactive world. That's I think that's where we're going. sodium. So anyone started playing this with the first survival know that sodium is relatively important to get into stock as quick as you can. Talk about weird animals. What? I just need to heal up a little bit. They will still detect me. Fuck, what is they attacking me? I have done myself a little bit of a misfavor, but so I will need to fight them again, I believe. For some reason I could not. Oh, fuck. Why can't I fucking kill that? That was really stupid. I'm trying to improve my weaponry because I know that Scatter Blaster is doing a lot more damage. For some reason I seem to not being able to kill that. That's really concerning me a little bit. So I end up killing myself, don't I? I'm not careful. Oh, I thought I could get it. I actually think I killed myself. Oh, man. Yeah, I need to find the dead location. There. So, that's where we need to go first to get our stuff. That was ridiculous. I think I got a little bit stubborn here. Oh dear. Did I actually manage to get it killed? Okay, it looks like I did, so that's the good thing. I actually think I might have put the wrong weapon on. Yeah, that was not the one I was actually looking at. I need the deuterium. Yeah, I remember now why I didn't put the. That was what I found out was very effective during the expedition. The pulse splitter. Okay. Oh dear.
Weather warning. Incoming storm. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
Oh. Let's just call this ship and set this out and then find out what we do from here. That was a little bit stupid, but it's one of the things that I got a little bit too stubborn in this, and that was that was really the stupid thing, because I should not get so stubborn and I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Yeah, I can, but at what cost? So this, of course, is mixed up in a very, 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 very messy, but so man, this is messy. I need to clean that out, but these normally sit down in the bottom because I don't need them. They're just there so I can use things. I think these are things I just use.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
All these can be anywhere. All the C's are just for sale, I believe. So could actually just go back to the space station and hand those in. It always puts things in perspective when you actually dies. And always make me think, did I do the right thing here? And the answer is always no, because you fucking die. That is not really the route you want to take. You don't want to do that. So what did I do wrong? Well, I didn't keep an eye on my health, first of all. I twice escaped with very little left, and I should really pay attention. But yeah, that's the lesson of today. Don't be stubborn and keep an eye on your health, because you have options, you have time, you can actually get out of these kind of things, and I didn't. So that was stupid. That was purely stupid. So yeah. Well, we've done what we wanted to do, so anything coming up? No. Okay. I am going to scan all these planes. B, C, A, no S's. The little trick is, if you want to hold a ship, for instance, if you're playing together with someone and they are coming, just stand next to him. That will actually hold him. Or you can just engage him, and you can stand there until your friend partner comes and can engage. So I was just curious to see if he holds the same negative prices. He should do, but you don't always know. So I'm going to go out to space and call the anomaly, because first of all I have a lot of salvage. I think I want a black hole, so we can work our way further into the galaxy. Okay, now I'm driving like a moped. Oh. So this guy is normally always good for some nanites, especially when you haven't been around him for a bit. Minerals. 370. That's not a record, but it's okay. This one, I don't have any milestones, so if I had Gravitino balls, I could give him one of them, and it would turn into. Do I have any food stuff I haven't given to him? Don't. Oh. Mr. needs to. Wow, he liked it. 70. That's rare you actually get that much from him. So the only one I have, I can't remember if I bought everything here or not. I did. So I have everything you can buy for nanites. The only thing I don't have everything is, of course, the research. So I am just going to take a little bit of. What did just happen there? I think I ran on the other screen. So I'm going to take pretty much random ones. Not that I need anything specific. I could do that. So 5 left. Number. I don't know if I need that, but poster. To be honest, all these are not really something I kind of think about, because I do not make those hyped up bases. I might do at some point, I don't know if I will. It also depends on if you guys want me to make a very beautiful base with a lot of things in. Let me know, and then of course we can do it. So, got coordinates for a black hole. I'm a little bit curious, so I will just have a look what missions is in the Nexus. Rescue stranded life form. Rattlespine is a glitch. I have one, so that wouldn't really. Roots of aggression, you need to kill some hazardous flora or unearthed ancient bones. You can do these on your own or with other players. I wonder what that actually is, but I'm not going to find out. A factory override unit is quite useful if you want to go in and steal something from a factory. Then you use that to actually get access to it. But that was not really what I wanted. Again, if you want to see me do any of those kind of missions, let me know. I'm quite happy to do whatever you guys in the community want to see as well.
Alert. Navigational data received.
So there it is. It's a pirate controlled system, which is okay. There should still be a space station, which is an outlaw one. So you can actually feel the black hole is pulling when you are in these systems. It feels like you are not moving at all. I don't know if it's true or not, but it feels odd. So, bear with me a sec, I need to close it all. It gets very drafty especially when it's a little bit cold outside. So, my little dog don't like closed doors, so she comes and opens it, but that I have to live with. I need doors like in Star Trek and other science fiction movies that just opens on its own and closes. A B and a C. Probably not much I can get here, but I'll try to see if I can sell something. Oh, it's a C with a lot of slots. That's kind of nice. There's a ship in front of me. There's a sea hole. There would be where you get your exosuit slot. So you can buy your stuff to smuggle if that's what you want. I will say that there's a risk doing it, but you know that already. Okay, that one was good to sell. So, at least we got rid of one thing. Do I want to look at anything else? That guy is the mission guy in these, and I will say these are really, I find them mostly rough because you tend to do things which will get you into trouble with the authorities. So you have to really make sure you can actually do the fighting which comes with that. So it was not more for the planets here or the missions, it was for the black hole, so we can move further into the galaxy. Yeah, now I have to be careful I don't get sucked into the space station again. I just want to see what's actually on the planet, what type of planet it is. Into planet. Ancient bones, that's good in the start game when you don't have a lot of coins, then go and pick some of them up. They will provide you with, well, sometimes a good lump of coins. So we're jumping into the black hole. And we come out in a battle, yeah. Travel very far, so let's see if we can get our rewards today. Don't do that. Are you running or what? Try not to be too close to the freighters or the space station. Because if I hit them, I will get into trouble. It looks like sometimes they try to lure you to shoot when they are in those positions. But, see here, it's tricky. Thing is, if I get the authorities on my back, I don't get any rewards. I do want my rewards. Something for something. That's how it works. just been invited on board on his ship. Is it that? There, freighter. So I have to go on the other side of it. Ah. Thought so. A lot of people actually go for the freighters due to look, and I kind of understand that. A lot of this game is actually aesthetics. So what is the ship? It's a B1. So compared to the earlier one, this one is worth 100 million. So a swap here would be more in the proper range, but I'm still not doing it. What are you doing, doggy? You're very noisy. Is that on purpose? It's okay. Oh, she's looking at me like, what do you mean? I'm making no noise at all. He's laying in the window and looking out. So if we inspect it, we can see it's worth. So ours would still be worth more, and we would lose coins if we took it. So I won't take it, but it's kind of how it is, and Antipod was right, because you should actually get the difference paid out. That would be a fair way of trading. And yeah, fairness should be part of everything. So back to our shippy. And yeah, we got some gold and some nanites, and a storage thingy for a cargo bucket for our freighter. So that I will put over on the freighter immediately. That one is for our starship, which is good. It's not where it should be, but cleaning a little bit up as we go. Certain things I don't use on this is very specific situations, and that normally go down pretty much in the bottom of everything. And these, when I get too many of them, they go to sell. But the thing is, I have to keep some if I need to find portals. That one can go to the freighters. I don't need to have that on me. I can go on Starship because I already have some there. have so many of these, and the worst part is I keep taking them. Do I keep wanna take them? I don't know, but it's just how it is. I'm a horrible hoarder sometimes, and that's it's one of my worst things in the game is that I hoard, and I know it, no doubt about that. So that's the worst part of dying, that is that you things get messed up, but I think I'm getting there. Some of these things, I was actually holding them for different reasons. Urania goes up there. These no, I had certain things for some reasons, just in case I could give them out to some of you guys if I could meet you, but it is a little bit more complicated than to do that, so we need to arrange something if that is going to happen. So now it almost look normal. Almost. It's not how it was, but it's close enough. There we go. This is close enough to what it was. So that's dying for you. Okay, I'm just going over there first to see what. Oh, I'm going to check something. I'm not very far from where I was. However, there is another black hole there, so maybe we should go and take a look at that as well. I mean, we could decide to blow through the galaxy and go to the next one and so on, but I feel it would kind of run very, very quickly through this part of the game. Would it matter? I don't know. So I have a storage slot for the ship, so I would put that on. I normally do that as it comes. And I keep taking these. As I said, I don't know if I will ever need them, but I do use them to exchange to charge for different things. So I'm not say I won't take any of them, but might not be. What is that? Who's the guy to talk to this one? I think I give him a microprocessor. Okay, they gave me a planetary chart for something. Oh, what? So that would probably be a manufacturing facility. Do I want to fight with many more sentinels? I don't know. So, as usually, I put things to sell on the ship. It's not everything which is for selling, but gold, silver, and platinum are not, but I keep them normally there. Oh, I have one of those. Oh, that one is plus, so let's sell that. Door number 2 is locked. Then let's unlock it. It's a hydronic pad. Can we scan? Yeah. At least we can get some extra coins. No, it crashes the game still. Sorry for that. This means we will have to take a very short little go out and go in again. Okay, I need to stop scanning those hydronic pads. I need to make a piece of paper saying don't scan them, because it's the third time now where it freezes the game, so that's a little bit of a shame. Maybe it's not meant to be, but well. By the way, feel free to use the chat if you have questions, comments, and just want to say hello. That's absolutely fine. While this load in, I have to close the door. That is going to be my curse, door closing, but yeah. Also feel free to, if you haven't done so, follow the channel. That helps me out as well, and it will let you know when I'm going online if you put on notifications. So you're saying. So I have to run again because it goes back to where it's saved. And it's actually fine. I can live with that. Would like a little bit of audio though, so I can hear what's going on, not only you guys. So it's still an A1 and looks quite nice. And I didn't put the ships thing on, so I will just do that as well. Oh, it seems like it took that part of it. Okay, it's a little bit funny because it saves in sometimes differently. However, that one I didn't take. So this is different from the other one. Okay. Oh yeah, I should actually sell some of those. I want to make sure that I did actually sell. Okay, prices have changed. Huh, okay. So is this still a... Yep. So don't scan, just leave it alone. I could farm the carbon, but I'm not going to. It's too little for what I feel you get out of it. But I'm going to actually sell some of the upgrade modules for nanites. That one, that one. I'm keeping some for ships, which is lower one, but I have so many ships, so I actually want to make sure I can, but the problem is as well that I have not enough technology slots to put them on, so I'm caught in a little bit of a catch-22 with them. An A-fighter coming in, almost landing on me, pushing me around. Yeah, that's no, not warping, vaping. Electronic. Industrial facility disaster power. What kind of power? Oh, okay. There's a lot of ships coming in here. See. There's another traveler. I'm a little bit curious because the price of fish changed a little bit here, so I'm actually going to double check if it's the same on this side. Oh, it looks like it. That's fine. Missions. Any interesting? Walker brain. Iron sphere times 3. What on earth is that? I'm curious. That's should we take a free Walker brain? That might be in another system, but so it's a little bit more peaceful, at least for now. Yeah, I have to go to another system. That is quite normal for those kind of things, so yeah, nothing surprisingly there. Looks like the fight I had on my original save. I like that, it was a nice ship. So I haven't really looked at the planets here yet, but I probably won't, but there's a lot of sentinels in this system. That looks like Paradise planet, temperate, so it means it might have some bad weather. Yeah, that was kind of useless what I just did. I actually just want to see what that little moon is. So, nothing overly interesting. I could probably go and feed the animals there, but as I have to go to another planet already, so I hope I can feed there. What I do is I go to the space station first, because if they have missions which I can do, it's better to just take them and then go and sort that out. So I do take the full tour because there might be something which is useful in behind. Just have to remember not to scan the hydroponic bay. Any interesting multi-tool? B-class. It's better than the C-class, I assume. Oh. So, this is the guy who wants the microchip, so now I give it to him, yeah? Oh, he gave me a planetary chart. However, that was a different one. It was the one which shows distress signals or abandoned buildings and that. There's one I actually use quite a bit. It's not a good day for selling. However, it's a little bit my own fault because I actually don't really go after systems which shows that needs remembrance. If you wonder what the dose is with the remembrance, it's related to Atlas, and it's not something we are missing out on at this point, I think. It's it actually was one thing which started annoying me a little bit, so wow, that was a very nice ship. That could have been an S-class, but I didn't get to scan it, so I do not know. The trick is, when you're playing on your own and come in and something flies out, reload the game if it is, and then you can scan it, or sit and camp it out. You have both options. They're back saying the same thing. A little bit odd. Oh well. So missions in this station. Is there anything interesting? Explosive drones is something you can use on your freighter. With a little bit of luck, it's the same station, the same planet as we need to go with the delivery. And no. That's one I have to go to find as well in another system. Okay. I'll do that in due time. Solar. B solar. So where do we need to hand that stuff in? It says down, but all the way around is down as well in space. There. I got in a little bit too fast. So delivering stuff is nearly always on trade station, trade stations at planets. So some very warm wind there. And I know this is part of the same as the planet, but you do sometimes see a little bit difference sometimes. A4 and A4.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
just checking the boxes.
Units received.
I'm just going to scan and see what animals is on the ground, if any. Don't really look like it. Well, this didn't look like the most hospitable. I'm quite good as long as the dog doesn't open the door all the time. Then it gets crafty, but I have to run and close it sometimes. But she's very persistent. She likes to come in and see what I'm doing. And how are you? Busy packing? Or are you leaving that to the wifey? Whoop. Why is that coming up?